So this week, predictions. Daisy Ridley goes to the dark side, and we're preparing for the Clone Wars Season 3 from Louie's Nerd Lair. Here it is. All that and more this week on your Star Wars Safe Space. Stick around. Can you guys even hear that at all?
Yeah.
Can you really?
Yeah.
That's because I'm deaf and I can't hear anything, so
That's really bad.
it's really bad. Yeah, if you guys are hearing that,
Actually, you just start bobbing along,
And then
with
you
the
guys
music,
bob
and
along.
then we'll just bob along to you bobbing.
Yes. So it looks like we're.
like you can.
No, we can hear it.
Like you, like
Yeah, I
we're
can hear it.
like we actually have something going on, like with technology. It's just God. This whole thing is just MacGyvered together. All right, howdy, Star Warriors. Welcome to Star Wars Safe Space, your non-toxic, low-sodium Star Wars show that doesn't make you feel bad for not knowing that Asajj Ventress was supposed to be Palpatine's apprentice in Attack of the Clones, but was replaced by Dooku after Christopher Lee signed up to play the good Count. Sherry, that was great.
Yeah.
That was a good find.
That would have changed the whole story.
It would have changed a lot.
Absolutely.
I think so. Yeah.
It would have changed a lot. That was a good find. So whether you're a hardcore fan or just a little Swarzy curious, this is your Star Wars Safe Space. So we are the Circle of Nerds. Where's the camera? Hi,
everybody.
Okay. And this is our first time on camera.
Well,
Well,
this is
I
the
mean,
first time they're
publicly.
seeing us on camera.
Oh, Lord.
Publicly.
Sorry
right?
about that.
I think we all look good.
Look like shit.
I think we all look pretty good. Look at
we look good.
It's looking good. Everybody's hair's nice. I forgot my other hats. I got my beanie on. So yeah, I got to cover up that deal because it's really not right today. That's okay. So we are the Circle of Nerds, and we do love Star Wars, even if we don't always like it. So let's meet everyone, shall we? As always, to my left, your right, but that's not really my right. Your left.
I mean,
if we're
she is
starting,
still on
she,
your
she
left.
is on my
She's
left.
just
So my left, your right. Like she's far left, stage left, star of stage and screen. It is the sensational Sherry.
Hello, everyone.
You guys got your own camera and everything.
Ooh, we're
Look
so
at that.
fancy.
Oh my goodness, this is exciting.
He's like,
This is just like what is the Dumbledore
Yeah.
clap. So, and hailing from parts unknown, it is T to the Oni.
Welcome back to the galaxy, everybody.
And let me see if I can push the right button for the cameras. Hey, I did. Hey, there we are.
No, it's that one.
Is that one right there? That's our camera
That
right
one
there.
right
Yeah.
there.
There you go. And from the Outer Rim territory of Bostoween, coming to you almost live from Daddy's Dungeon. So
It is live. We're live right now.
we're live right now, but I mean, by the time people see and or hear this, it's going to be like almost live. So,
Hello, children.
oh
so
my God.
Daddy's Dungeon, or is it Louie's Lair?
Or I don't know. I've been calling it the Nerd Cave.
The Nerd Cave?
Yeah. I mean, technically, it is Daddy's Dungeon. That's where Daddy Louie came from. So
That's where all the magic happens.
that's where all the magic happens.
But it's pretty impressive.
Thanks. Welcome.
you're seeing half of this.
Nerdvana.
Nerdvana. You're seeing literally half of what Louie has
there's a
going
whole
on
other
down here. And if you're listening on the podcast, you're not seeing anything. You're seeing 0%. But
Well, then go check out our socials or wherever this is going to be.
yeah, this is
Patreon.
YouTube.
I don't know. Check out our shit
YouTube.
and then you can see us.
Yeah, you get to see it. And clips. There'll be clips all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to think.
Someday.
Someday, eventually,
Someday you'll see him. Maybe in 2027.
Look, man. I know. Okay. All right. So what are we doing here? Well, it's our mission to watch all of the canon Star Wars films and TV shows in chronological order, sort of. Dave Filoni currently is making that a little bit difficult for us as we go into season 3 of the Clone Wars. Dave does not like chronological order, unfortunately, as we've learned in season 1 and 2. So I don't know exactly what's going to be happening here, but we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So a word of warning, to all of you would-be Star Warriors, there will be spoilers.
Lots of spoilers.
Lots of spoilers. We'll try to avoid the big ones, but do we really try to avoid the big
No,
ones? I mean,
sometimes you just
We
can't.
do try.
We try.
I think. But there's a lot of things that we talk about on the show that really has a lot of context to what we're going to see, and most of us have seen almost everything. So I think all of us have seen almost everything aside from the Clone Wars and Rebels, probably.
yeah,
So
and bits and pieces.
it's hard not to call ahead to things that we know are coming.
Absolutely right. So,
Plus,
spoilers.
some of this content's been out since 1977. So if you haven't seen
If you haven't seen it by now, I mean, it's kind of like...
Or at least some clips of it.
right. I mean,
we'll see. So, yeah, where's my... Okay, so, season 3 of the Clone Wars. That's what we're going to be talking about this season on our podcast. We're going to be going through all 22 episodes of that show, and we're going to be doing that in 4-episode blocks. Now, what we're doing differently than we've done before is we're actually going to be reacting to these things since we've got all this video stuff set up. So we're going to watch it, and you're going to watch us watch it, and then you're going to...
We're going to watch you watch it.
We're going to watch you watching us watch it.
That's a different podcast.
and then we're going to talk about it.
Then we're going to talk about it.
So you can listen to it,
Yes.
even though you've already
Watched it.
You can listen to us talk about watching you, watching us, watching this.
But that's entertainment, isn't that what... I mean,
I like that, Tony. I like that.
But everybody does that. Everybody does that. It's like, I'm going to watch someone. I do that too. I watch people watching
Through windows.
things. Okay.
Oh, no.
That was the one time. That was the one time. And I performed my civic duty and paid my fines and did the community service. And I've not peeped in windows again. Open doors, that's on you.
You are
close-
a Tom. So
I am a peeping Tom.
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you though?
It's
Are
all
you kidding?
jokes.
Is it though?
Well, unless you're looking at me.
Are
But
you
that's
though?
okay.
I'd be looking at you. I don't know if you guys can hear. You guys can't hear that at all.
Yeah,
Can,
we
can
can
you?
hear all
Are you
that because
serious?
You have it too loud.
Oh,
I mean, I can't hear it by much, but I can hear it.
okay. So I've got all these set up too.
I have good ears. I hear it by a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll. That's the one I need.
Why do we have this random cable?
Oh, this is for his.
That's for the laptop. Okay.
Oh,
So.
it's not rando.
So season 3 of the Clone Wars, friends will return, enemies will rise, and secrets will be revealed.
Secrets.
Secrets will be revealed. So season.
Ooh, secret.
It's a secret.
Secret touching.
Secret touch.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Now.
Secret touch. God, it's such a good show. We need to do that. We need to do a 30 Rock podcast.
We do. Me and you do.
We
yeah.
really do. That's.
But anyway. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, we're not doing that now. We're doing a Star Wars podcast. So, where was I in my notes? Secrets revealed. Season 3 of the Clone Wars animated series debuted September 2010, and it jumps around the timeline, taking place across 20, 21, and 22 BBY. So it's like it's all over the place. It is all over the place. Seriously. So what I'd like to do is first go to the news because Louis has some.
I do.
Wait, where's my news music? I don't have. Nope. There it is. The news music. It's more of a fanfare than
A Sharpie.
This Week in Star Wars News.
So as of October 24th, Stephen Knight, who was the active screenwriter for Daisy Ridley's next Rey movie, I think it's our next live-action Star Wars.
I believe you're
I
right.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, as far as movies go. So he was actually the replacement for the original screenwriters, which left in March of 2023. So he came on in March of 2023, and now he has departed the movie. There's no information on why he departed the movie, but if anyone knows of a good screenwriter, I think Disney's looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they didn't announce a replacement, so they just said he's leaving. Usually when they leave, they announce and this person's replacing. So I think that they are actively looking for a screenwriter. So if you know anybody...
Do you think they're going to kill the project?
I mean, Disney likes to kill good projects these days that have female leads. So
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I mean,
so true.
But that has happened quite a bit with Star Wars films over the years. I mean, I think the prequels or the sequels suffered from that. They had a
long time.
They did. Directors, writers dropping out.
Really? Do we know why? Or that
a lot of
maybe
times
money?
Probably money is there, but a lot of times there's been directors and writers that have had
creative differences.
Yeah, I was going to say that conflicts of like what they want to do.
Right. It's like, this is my vision. It's like, motherfucker, no.
Like, it's
George Lucas's vision. He's already set the blueprint. Just fucking do what he did. And that's it.
Well, I mean, Dave and them are on it.
Right. Because they don't really fuck with the formula that much. It's like vroom, vroom, pew, pew.
They knew the assignment and they did it.
They did know the assignment.
They know how to 100%. Tell a good story.
Yeah. And they know how to tell a good story.
But aren't they friends with George?
I thought you were going to say friends with benefits. Maybe.
With George.
Maybe.
I guess that would be friends with benefits if
I would think
the benefit would be
benefits to being
friends with George.
Yeah. I don't mean that in a
I mean, I'll be friends
a naughty way, but
yeah, not in a naughty way, but in a like, holy shit, I get to see all of the fucking toys that he has type of benefit. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, please. But I don't know. I'll do it. I'll write the screenplay for it. I mean,
come on. You know all the books mostly.
I know some books.
You know some books.
I know some books.
Things.
I know how Star Wars works. I think that's probably the important thing. It's not difficult. You've got the good guy going on the hero's journey.
It's difficult. I couldn't do it.
No, it's okay. So screenwriting is difficult, and like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, big ups to them for doing it.
Yeah.
But
haven't you written short stories online?
Sure, yeah, I've written short stories and fanfic and all that. But I mean, it's hard writing, but it's not hard writing for Star Wars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's like.
So I think you should go up for it. What's up?
Good guy, because George laid it out. He said Star Wars is a 3-act play.
Okay.
He said the first act we introduce the characters, we learn who the characters are. The second act, we put the characters in an impossible situation they couldn't possibly escape from.
Right.
And then in the third act, they escape from it. That's it. What you got, Tony?
Yeah.
Share with the group.
He just pulled up another article about Daisy Ridley saying that...
yes.
Sorry, I'm reading it and talking at the same time.
You should do
so
it.
he's basically saying that... or she's saying that the...
I got a label on
Jedi Order, beginning of a 3-part or new series about the new Jedi Order.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're our
you're
fun
our
factor.
lore master.
So you do say it.
I mean, that's not really news. That's just...
It is news.
But that's part of
I know
what we're talking about. So
Tony, why aren't you?
It does not have an official
you
title
say it,
announced.
Tony.
Why are you? You're the lore master. T to the Oni.
yeah.
I mean, this is just saying that was being written by Stephen Wright, who has since departed. Charmin Obaid Chinoy attached to direct.
Yeah, she stayed the same.
Yeah.
So the director hasn't changed.
Just the
I guess
screenwriter.
she did a profile with a Hollywood Reporter, and she's hinting that this could be more than just one movie. It could be
A new trilogy, maybe?
or
About
whatever.
the
Oh.
Jedi Order.
See,
That'd be
That's
cool.
Good shit right there.
That is. So that's something new that we've added to the show this season as well. We've got Sherry is our fun factor,
For the beginning, yeah.
the factor of fun. So you came up with that
little
awesome
facts.
Dooku tidbit, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I like the trivia stuff. I do. Tony is our lore master. So when we're misquoting or if we can't remember the name of someone, which happens often,
A lot.
then the lore master holocron keeper looks it up on his handy dandy notebook.
Oh, I like that holocron keeper.
Yeah.
You should put that as your AK.
Keeper of the holocron.
I like
We need
that.
to get him a holocron
We
so
do.
that he can, when
Oh,
yeah,
that
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
And a sound effect, like an
sure that
opening
they have
holocron sound effect, which I'm sure is out there.
yeah.
That he can push himself.
Yes.
That way, when we're fucking up, he can, and then we're like, oh,
Let's be honest. When we're fucking up or when I'm fucking up with the
no,
button
no, I
pushing.
think it's all of us sometimes.
But I have to push all the buttons, so it's like I never remember to push the right button. So I've got like my fingers here,
It's
my
the
fingers
blue
here.
one. He's over here buying a holocron.
Are you serious?
Is it next day
No,
ship?
I like the present.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Is it same day
Online
ship?
shopping.
You're
for
supposed
Jedi holocron.
You're supposed to be doing
It's part of the job.
Amazon.
He's looking it up.
Amazon Prime. A Jedi holocron.
So rather than lore checking on the show, you're online
He
shopping.
did lore check. Now he's getting the prop that
I'm
he
not
needs
mad.
to do his new job.
I'm not mad at it.
I can't be mad. I can't
We'll
be
be
mad.
recording
I'm not
tomorrow. I'll be
mad.
like, look, I got it.
I mean, if it's here by tomorrow,
Is it
that would
same
be
day
dope.
ship 5 o'clock today? No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
Don't put it past him to try and find one.
Oh my god! All right, I'm here for it. All right,
See, this is the nice thing about recording
what's that?
because we can see it all. We can see what our holocron keeper
It's gonna
here
look.
is.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all right. That's cool.
Yes.
All right, dig it.
He
I
needs
love
robes now.
it. You do.
I already have my sweater looking kind of like a. Wait,
Oh,
hold
I
on.
Yeah,
have
put it up.
Jedi robes.
Hold on.
You do have
I do
Jedi
have a
robes.
Of course, you have Jedi robes. I've used them.
The downside here is,
Yeah.
and if people,
Yeah, Sherry's been all up in your robes.
because we're sitting down. If a Jedi robe that fits you might not necessarily fit me.
It just needs
They'll
to.
only see you from the waist
Right.
up, bro.
Right.
I don't know. Will your Jedi robes fit you anymore?
No,
I mean,
they wouldn't even fit me right now.
Will they?
They're massive. I mean, they're really.
He said they're massive.
Okay. Are they? They're not the same ones that you had in Legoland,
they're
are
real
they?
big.
I did have to
remember,
wrap
they're
it.
really baggy.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to wrap it because I was skinny then.
You're looking pretty cute in those Jedi robes. I mean, you both did.
Oh,
You both
Jesus
looked cute.
Christ.
in
No,
those Jedi
she was
robes.
way cuter than, and they haven't been washed since Sherry wore them. So.
Well, why would you?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't.
never.
I wouldn't want. I mean, it's got.
You open the Tupperware container that
like,
they're in.
It's like opening the Ark of the Covenant. It's just like.
Yep.
No, don't say that. It burns his eyes. I wouldn't burn anybody's
Oh
eyes.
yeah, sorry, I didn't mean it like
The
that.
fuck, it'll melt his
Did I
face.
melt? Yeah.
Jesus.
Because of the hotness.
it's the Latin heat.
It's the Latin heat. It's the ethereal musk. I don't know what's going on anymore.
It was a good sweat.
It was a good sweat. It was a very good sweat. It was a good day, actually. All right.
Anyway,
So let's talk about season 2 a little bit before we move on to season 3. Season 2 kind of, I don't want to say it got darker, but it was.
it got dark.
Well, yeah, there was suicide. There were multiple deaths. There was.
I forgot about the suicide.
There were some war crimes.
If you're feeling that way, call.
Yeah.
Please call the helpline.
We
Yeah,
were
call the hotline.
introduced to
The suicide
some
hotline.
really important Mandalorian characters.
We were introduced to the Death Watch. We were introduced to Hondo. Or did we get Hondo in season 1? I think we may have got Hondo in
briefly
season 1.
Briefly, yeah.
we got Cad Bane.
We got
in
Cad
season
Bane.
2.
Ooh, I know some stuff about that too.
Oh, that's for another show, though.
Is it?
Oh, do you want? I mean, what? What would
You guys might know though. I mean,
It doesn't matter what we know. Our
Yeah, what
listeners
do
may
you
not know.
since you brought him up,
Yeah.
Mark Hamill voiced him.
I'm sorry. What now?
Yes,
Wait,
Mark Hamill.
In the animated series, Mark Hamill voiced Cad Bane.
Yeah, here
Shut the
I'm gonna pull
front
it up.
door.
I'm gonna make sure.
This is why I love this show. Because like when you think you know everything. You think you know everything.
and maybe we talked about it. When we
Darth
did-
Bane. I'm sorry, that's not Cad Bane.
He voiced Darth Bane.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, that's all right. Don't apologize.
Bradley Baker voiced
All the clones.
Nubs in Young Jedi Adventures.
I did know that. Yes. Yes. I thought that was.
I saw that.
I thought that was very impressive.
Who's Darth Bane? Darth Bane.
Darth Bane.
Have we
Darth
not met
Bane.
this person yet?
No. Darth
Oh,
Bane
okay.
was a Sith Lord. I believe
take that out.
I believe he's the one. No. It's fine. He's the Sith Lord who created the Rule of 2. I think he was that guy, Darth Bane.
Oh.
I also think, if I remember correctly, and this is where the lore master could help me out here. I think, but he's still online shopping. I think, or looking at porn. I think Darth Bane. Why'd you look at me like that? He's like, Tony just looked at me like,
column
why?
A, little column B. Well, why call me out?
Like, why you that? Right, you side-eyed me hard. Like, why are you calling me out, Tommy? What the fuck?
Stop telling me.
I think, Darth Bane. I know Darth Bane came up with the Rule of 2, and I think he's the one that did the thought bomb, like the Force thought bomb that like killed every motherfucking buddy. I mean, it was bad, but it might have been someone else. And there was another Darth that had like his armor was made of like these living scarabs, which was really cool. Like he had like this really cool Sith armor, but it was made of these living creatures.
You mean like Oogie Boogie, except
Kind of, yeah. I can't remember if that was Darth Bane or not.
that's creepy.
I can confirm that Darth Bane did
Rule of two. Right.
I'm still finding out about the rest.
Yeah, so the
that's
thought
what I was
bomb,
looking up
the
right
thought
now,
bomb might be way before. There's so much in my brain, it gets mixed up. So, but there was a Sith Lord who had this force thought bomb that just basically wiped out everybody in the area, including himself. God, and then there was the guy that wore the living armor, and I cannot remember his name. So,
What's the
Holocron Master, if you could, help me up, help me out. Okay, all right. So, moving on then. So while the lore master looks that up, so season 2, again we got to see Boba Fett, little baby Boba, young Boba.
Yep.
Boba.
His vengeance.
And his vengeance. Poor kid. PTSD like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah, well.
I mean,
your dad was a bounty hunter. What do you?
I mean, it's a rough life. It's a complicated business,
Right.
as we learned in The Mandalorian.
It is in fact Darth Bane. Is called Orbalisk armor.
What is it?
Comprised of orbalisks, near invincible parasites native to, I'm going to call it Zun. It's DXUN.
Okay, that sounds good.
Had a very hard shell, even able to deflect lightsabers. The only people known to have used this armor were Darth Bane and Freedon Nad.
Oh. What about the thought bomb? Was that Bane too? All right. Oh, I didn't know if you had it yet. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you had it
That's
yet.
very interesting.
Very interesting, right?
Because, I mean, you're just wearing bugs.
Yeah.
Ew. It's like wearing our face pets, but...
Which we do all day, every day.
Yeah, but we can't see them.
We
so
can't
it's
see
fine.
them. There's a guy, I can't remember his name now, but there's a guy in the 501st Legion. I don't know if he's still there or was, but he did that cosplay. He did the what is it called? The
Obelisk, you said?
It's not, was it obelisk?
Orbalisk.
Orbalisk. He did the Orbalisk armor, and it looked really, really, really good. He also did.
I think you need to put that in here.
Drop it in post.
I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what that is either. So.
Yeah. But he did the Orbalisk armor, and it looked great. And he also did. Was it the Jedi Knights? I'm sorry, not the Jedi Knights. Oh my God, they weren't Jedi. I think they were Imperial Knights is what they were called. They were like the Force sensitive. They weren't Jedi, just Force sensitive knights who protected Baron Fell. This was like so long, like thousands of years, not even thousands, but it was a long time. It was like Baron Fell was the Imperial Red Baron ace type pilot, and like his like great grandfather ended up becoming the Emperor, and it was the Fell Empire. And the Imperial Knights were cool because they were the ones that wore the Cartosis armor. That was the first time we had seen the Cartosis armor, which we saw in the Acolyte. Darth Smiley, that was his helmet. It was made out of that short circuits the lightsabers.
Yes.
Right.
And that cave he was staying in was made of that.
Yeah, there were veins of the Cortosis in there.
Yeah.
So the first time that we saw that was in this, Fell Empire era comic book, and I think it was in novels as well.
Is it canon?
No, unfortunately, it's not canon anymore. So they pulled the Cortosis from that era to bring it.
So now Cortosis, I mean, at least that's
now
canon.
Cortosis is canon. Yeah. So that's really good. But the Imperial Knights wore them. They had like the little vambrace gauntlet things. Yeah. So as they're fighting, they just and it just short circuits the lightsaber.
So that's what I mean. So how long have Sith been around? You know what I mean? I know
Millennia.
we saw it.
Well, here we go. The thought bomb is a device crafted as a concentrated focus of multiple Siths coalescing their power. The bomb, when detonated, obliterates all beings connected to the Force within its range, even if they are not Force sensitive, and rips their being apart, be they organic or inorganic.
So I'm assuming that's why there's only the rule of 2.
So here's the thing. Now, so the thought bomb was created and used. Fortunately, this is no longer canon. This is Legends.
Yeah.
But when it was used was prior to the rule of 2 existing. And now that the rule of 2 exists, you couldn't possibly make another one.
No, you couldn't because it says multiple.
Yeah.
So Bane didn't do the thought bomb.
So the original thought bomb was created by Sith Lord Vidiate.
Vinny. Hey, Sith Lord Vinny, how you doing?
It was Bane who used it.
Okay.
He and Khan.
That's a different movie.
Different movie. Good movie.
The bomb went off before the Brotherhood of Darkness could escape, and they, along with hundreds of Jedi, were demolished in the blast, leaving Bane situated to recreate the Sith according to his rules to, and this was in the year 1000 BBY.
Damn, that motherfucker.
But that's
Fucking
why he
Darth Bane.
changed it.
Basically, just
Because he annihilated his own as well, right?
Yeah.
he annihilated everyone.
Yeah.
But even
they
himself.
create
On
the rules.
No, he survived.
Well, no, I know he survived, but the people that were doing the bomb with him,
Oh yeah,
they're dead.
torn apart.
But why didn't he get torn apart?
Apparently, it was far enough away from it when it went off.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
What an asshole.
He knew what he was doing. Right? They're all assholes.
Well, they're all, even
That's
the regular Jedi are assholes.
Right? It rips you apart like
Rips your soul
at the
apart.
cellular level.
Rips your soul
spoiler
apart.
alert.
Oh,
Anakin's bad things that Anakin did.
Anakin's he had a lapse in judgment. There was some poor judgment on Anakin Skywalker's part.
Right.
Could we call that a lapse of judgment? Could we call that a poor choice? Or is that a little bit beyond a poor choice?
No, I don't know. Because I feel kind of bad sometimes.
What about Anakin?
Yeah, because Padme loved him.
Padme did love him
And he's stupid.
very much.
He was stupid. He didn't believe what was happening. What a dumbass.
He was scared.
He was an ass.
Scared. He was ruled by fear, and that was the problem. And that's
But
it
he
was
made
his,
a choice, and he should have made it.
He made
You know
he
who
made a
else was
poor choice.
scared? All the little Padawans.
Oh, no. I know. But that was after.
Only for a second.
I'm saying before it happened. During the
Younglings.
Yeah.
during the
She said, "Let's just run away to Naboo,"
yes.
and she was preggers at the time.
And if
he was gone, okay.
he should have left. But
Spoilers.
anyway.
Spoilers.
Okay.
We're gonna get to that.
Let's move on.
Once we get to Attack of the Clones, man, we were gonna have
be
so
sad.
much. Much
Anyway.
to talk about. Anyway, so let's get there. So,
All right.
Season 2, very good season. Season 3, secrets revealed. Enemies will rise, friends will return. That was kind of like the announcement. That was a tagline that they were using. So, has everyone here seen season 3? You said you've seen bits and pieces of season 3.
I've seen at least the first couple episodes of the season.
You said you saw episode 1 like 87 times.
Yeah, I've seen it a bunch.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet.
I don't think I've
It's
seen
good.
any of it.
I mean, it's a good episode, I think.
Okay. And Tony, you haven't seen the season either.
Nope.
So that's great. So let's talk about that. So friends will return, enemies will rise, and secrets will be revealed. Ooh. What do we think these secrets are going to be that will be revealed?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Sherry, Tony,
I have
start with you
no
guys.
idea.
Are there any secrets that you would like to see revealed, perhaps? Anything like, was there anyone's story that you'd like to dive into a little bit more? Or friends or enemies? So we've got friends returning, enemies will rise.
I don't know. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't really have any thoughts on it. I feel kind of bad about that. But
Don't feel bad. Why do you feel bad? Don't
'cause
feel
I'm
bad.
like,
Okay. That's
I'd like to see everything.
You're going into it with a fresh perspective.
Yeah, because I've never.
Okay.
Yeah. I've
Oh,
never
that's
seen
great.
it, so I guess more of the clones. I like their little when they throw in their little backstories sometimes, and even if it's not a full backstory, like it's just a little tidbit, like they go off, Richard and Steve, or I don't know. I'm just making up names, but. And then have a little adventure on their own. I think those are cute.
But as we've learned, every time we get a named clone, there's
Not every time.
there's like a 90% chance that they
is
won't
90.
be with us
But
very
that's
much
okay.
longer.
Unless they're a commander.
Unless they're no, because remember Commander Pond,
Yeah.
he fucking went out the airlock.
He did go out
what
the airlock.
fuck? Headshot out the airlock. So at least he didn't have to deal with space. I mean,
I guess.
but still, poor Commander Pond. Thoughts
Yeah.
and prayers. So we will have a full batch of heroes to go on the Wall of Remembrance, I would imagine, in this season.
Oh yeah,
So,
For sure.
for sure.
because I've seen season 3, I just don't remember all of it. So I'm kind of going into it fresh.
Oh okay.
So as I watch, I'm sure I'll remember, but my mind is shot, so I don't know. Tony, what about you? Friends, enemies, and secrets.
I mean, I'm hoping that we get a little bit more this season from Dooku and Asajj.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, I very much enjoyed the last season, but a lot of it seemed like side quests and things like that. Like,
Okay.
it wasn't like all the bounty hunter stuff. While it's cool and I enjoy it, Hondo's great and all that, but like from what like if you're not familiar with this show and you're just looking at it from the aspect of the war between the separatists and the Republic, like that this last season didn't really give you a whole lot of that.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting back into that and seeing more of that side of things.
Okay.
As for friends returning, I mean, I'm all for all good stuff. So bring it on.
All right. Let's do it. Louis, how about you? Friends, enemies, secrets.
Yeah, so I mean, friends. Hondo could be considered a friend now. He could also be considered an enemy,
Right.
You know,
He might have some secrets that need to be like maybe.
And I can see Hondo becoming a very reoccurring character.
Sure.
So I think that he falls in that. Same thing with Cad Bane. I don't think we've seen the end of Cad Bane.
No.
So those are some initial things. As far as what I'd kind of like to see, I'd like to see more about Grievous, actually. I want to see Grievous become this feared... Because my experience with Grievous, and all of us who haven't seen the Clone Wars, right, is just those few minutes of screen time in Revenge of the Sith. So I'd like to see more about Grievous, how he became Grievous. I want to feel like he's a bigger threat than we've currently seen.
Because he's been portrayed kind of as a clown, like just
right.
like,
I want to see him be a real threat. Like I want to see some savage Grievous stuff. You know, I want to see him be a savage. I want to see him do some nasty things.
Because you're right. Now that you mention it, he's kind of like
he's the comedic
he is the comedic relief.
Right now we're focused on. We have like 4 main bad guys, right? So we've got Palpatine, we've got Dooku, we've got Ventress, and we've got Grievous. Yeah. So Dooku's we already know, right? We're invested in Dooku.
Yes.
Ventress,
we already know.
Right?
She's just
we're
crazy.
invested in her.
Yeah.
We know
true.
her personality, we know how she's going to be. We just don't know that much about Grievous. And Palpatine, we obviously know.
Well, Palpatine.
Well, yeah, he's just the puppet master.
Grievous is the one who's, low on the bottom. And I want to see him be this villain that everybody... Because when they're talking about him in the Capitol, they're like,
he's like feared.
Grievous is like this. He's kicking our ass. But on screen, we really haven't seen that yet.
That's
so I want to see Grievous...
Kicking some ass.
That's what I want to see, is Grievous. And more about the clones.
I do like him and Obi-Wan's kind of off again, on again.
Yeah.
Their bromance.
Their bromance.
They have a bromance going on.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's got a bromance or romance with like everyone he encounters.
Well, he's pretty hot.
He is pretty hot.
I'm just saying. I mean, and
maybe we'll see more from her too. What's her name?
Satine.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, there might be some more. That I kind of remember. There might be some more. Like Grievous to me is kind of like in the old cartoons. The villain who ties women to railroad tracks, and he's like, his mustache like,
oh my God!
I'll get you next time, Dudley. Do right. Snidely Whiplash. Yeah. It's
he looks the best in his home with the statue. That's where he looked bad ass.
Yeah.
I mean, now you've got asthma and fucking
thanks to Windu,
coughing all the time. I don't know. It's just weird.
It's like, like when you see Grievous,
I like him, but
Grievous is another one of those people. Grievous is very much kind of like an Anakin character, where he was manipulated, and
he's still being manipulated. Ding dong.
Yeah.
They did it.
They did.
Not the Jedi. It was
Dooku.
You said it was Dooku, right?
It was Dooku.
Yeah.
Mace is the one who caused his asthma. So in Legends it now. But,
okay, so that's not part of.
Well, yeah. So
canon.
because
we'll watch that, right? Eventually.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think we will.
We don't watch anymore though.
No, because that's like because it's not canonical. So that particular scene, I think we should still watch it because it's really good. Yeah.
Oh,
it's good.
Okay.
So should we talk about it a little bit?
No,
No?
wait.
Okay.
We'll save it.
Because that's coming up. That's going to be around the time of Attack of the Clones. That's all happening at the same time. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. Because it's all happening at the same time.
The end of the micro series
is the beginning of Revenge of the Sith. That's right.
Because they had...
The whole thing with Palpatine.
They had actually made that that second part of the micro series they used as a bridge into the Clone Wars Revenge of the Sith. Because when we open on Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine's already been captured. Right. They're already on the rescue mission. Okay. So the end of that kind of explains
how Palpatine
got captured.
Oh.
So it's really cool.
And a little nod to how Grievous becomes a choking
asthmatic bomb.
Every time I see him, it like kind of puts a little joy in my heart because he's hilarious to me. Like I know he's supposed to be like scary and badass, but I don't know. I'm just like, but I like monsters. So
you do. But that's why it's not canon anymore, because as we're watching the Clone Wars, he's already got his cough.
Right.
Which he shouldn't have his cough yet, because he didn't get the cough until right before Revenge of the Sith. So that's why they pulled it. Right. Okay. So it's still cool how it happened.
Put it in for the comic, like, you know what I mean?
Well, but they changed when the Clone Wars animated came out. They changed so much. They were like, hey, I like Grievous's cough. Let's just leave it in. But it didn't happen yet. So it's like,
but in this line, it did happen. So,
and it is interesting. Like I think we talked about this briefly. How they're kind of like balancing or juggling Anakin and Grievous, like keeping them away from each other during the Clone Wars animated. What's wrong? What?
I have that as one of my tidbits too.
Oh, then let me shut the fuck up. No.
It's too late.
Key in pocket.
I'm gonna have to find more shit.
Key in pocket.
No, you're fine. Yeah, they never
what was
meet.
It? Yeah, they don't meet because they meet for the first time in Revenge of the Sith.
They do it on purpose. It's on purpose that he doesn't meet in
the Clone Wars.
In the Clone Wars.
Yeah, because they have to meet for the first time because Anakin is like, oh, you're taller than...
They were like, you can blame, on the site, it said you can blame Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
For that. That's why they, in the series, we're never going to see them.
So, and that's a juggling act. I mean, it's
hard because him and Obi-Wan, it said on there is like, they're always together. Mm-hmm. So they had to try to figure out. So like he was there, but he didn't meet him.
Right.
Only Obi-Wan.
Like they were
him.
On the same ship at the same time, but they're
but
can't
not
because of one line in one movie.
Yes. And they made sure. So
that's...
So that was a fun fact, but you guys got it early.
Movie and
it's fine.
It's literally, it's awesome.
Because I thought that too. I was like, I had to think about it when I read it. I was like, what do you mean they were on the same ship? They had to have met. Yeah. And so I'm like trying to play the episode in my head, and I was like, oh fuck, they didn't. Because
Anakin was down there with Padme and Obi-Wan was.
But then they went to the other ship, and he's like, is he done yet?
Right.
On the ship?
Right.
It was on purpose.
I love
that they were separated
because of one line.
Because they would never have been separated. I mean, if you think about it, that was a major fucking battle.
Yeah.
And you got Anakin over here, and you're like, what? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
But that's why. So.
But I mean, they're both so powerful. Anakin and Obi-Wan are both.
I know, but that fight together.
Sure.
I could see Anakin being like, I'm not leaving you.
Right.
Because, we know how Annie is.
But we got to keep them.
But we got to keep them
separated for now. Right.
For now.
Yeah.
So really, and now that you mention it, Louis, I think the only time up to this point anyway that we ever see Grievous being a badass is in the 2D micro series. Grievous's introduction, like he's savage. He drops in and crushes Padawan Shaggy. Yeah, I mean,
Padawan Shaggy.
Like he just drops like on his fucking head, dead. Shaggy is done.
Yeah.
And everyone is terrified of him, and you're like, "Oh my god, this motherfucker is bad."
And but
that was it.
I think it's early in season 1. It's probably like episode 6 or 7. There's like the layer of Grievous.
Oh yeah. The layer of Grievous.
Great episode. Yeah. And Grievous is kind of terrifying in that episode. And then
after that, he's almost comic relief. Yeah,
because that's one of my favorite episodes that we've seen so far. The layer of Grievous.
Yeah, it was good, and he looks badass. Like his original form, he looks really, really fucking cool. He looks like a cool bandit pirate type of guy.
I like all his sabers. I just think that's fun.
It is fun.
He doesn't hit anything, but it's cool.
It's just sad. He doesn't hit anything.
He really doesn't. It's like you're like, you have 4 lightsabers and you're still not
like
hitting
swinging them
Obi-Wan.
around.
Like you're still not.
I mean, you can never shoot him, right? Because he's going to be able to deflect.
Yeah.
Out of that.
Yeah.
Unless you're Obi-Wan.
But it's like he's trained. Like Dooku trained him, but at the same time, he'll never have Jedi reflexes.
No.
You know, he's still only limited to what his servos and his gears and all that can do for him. So,
Well, and his doctor got killed. So,
and his doctor got killed. So,
and he was an asshole. His little doc droid
Yeah.
was a fucking dick.
but I feel bad because now he's going to have to find another doc in his HMO that takes his insurance, and I just
you
because
think Dooku will cover it?
I don't think the Separatists have a great medical plan.
As evil as the Separatists are, even they weren't even enough to come up with the idea of an HMO.
I don't know, man. I mean, every single doc that the Separatists have is some kind of like crazy, evil, mad scientist, and I don't know if I want them to be my primary care doctor.
Well, they come up with some good parts for the body, so I guess.
That's true.
But they do a lot of human testing
Yeah.
before they come up with it.
I mean, I guess if you're okay with that, I guess that's fine.
Some of it's nuts, though.
Some of it is nuts.
Like that one guy, he's like, just kill him. It's fine.
Yeah, they just don't care. Oh, and
Just kill it.
and just wait. There's just more. There's
Well,
more.
I know they clone it.
There's more mad scientists to come. So
Dummies.
Dave apparently loves mad scientists.
Well, mad scientists are the best.
They are. They're
And
fun.
it's part of that formula, right?
It is.
It's calling back to those black and white movies that George loved and just those classic, I mean...
Like Frankenstein,
Right,
Dr.
exactly.
Frankenstein, like,
Right.
it's a liar.
And that's exactly what Vader is. Exactly what Vader is.
100%. 100%. Like that scene.
Like straight up.
We can't talk about that scene, but
anyway.
that's a great scene. People didn't like it because of the no, but
So stupid.
but I mean,
It was dumb.
okay. I want to see more of Asajj. I really do. She's a great character, and she's another one who is manipulated.
Is she? Is she?
Like when
She's a fucking crazy bitch.
There's some red
No,
flags.
she is crazy.
There are some red
I don't
flags.
think she was manipulated at all. That bitch was like, oh, I want to be crazy and dark.
I think she was promised things. I think
You mean from the Night Sisters?
I think Dooku promised her things.
No.
I'm so glad you brought up the Night Sisters.
I think it's because the Night Sisters didn't want her crazy ass. And so she was like, well, I'm going to go over here then. I've got some powers.
The Clone Wars deals with that too. Later on down the line, we're going to see all about the Night Sisters,
I like the Night Sisters.
and Ventress and all that. And it's just,
Yeah. But Ventress is a lot. I mean,
Asajj is, again, she's just one of those characters where I agree. I think she was promised. She was already nuts.
That's what I'm saying. I already think she was crazy.
But there's reasons for that. And I'm so glad that the Clone Wars touch on it. There's reasons.
Okay.
And again, it's like she's very much used as a tool by
that I know.
by everybody. Yeah.
But I think she likes it.
Maybe a little bit, I guess. But I mean, we do get a really good depiction of her in the 2D series. I wish that was not decanonized, because like her appearance in that and her like showing her need to prove herself to Dooku and Sidious. Those were great scenes. I mean, because it really showed her mentality. Like she just wanted so badly.
I think I saw those.
You did.
I
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
She disguised herself. She fought in that arena
Yeah, okay.
for Dooku to prove
remember
herself to him. And he still shits on her.
He does.
He came down, he whooped her ass, and then,
It was pretty shitty.
yeah. But I mean, he is powerful.
But she's pretty powerful. Like,
she is powerful.
do your shit. You don't have to be an asshole to her. She would have worked for him. I think she would have worked for him without all that bullshit.
Because it's like she doesn't want to be a bad guy. She doesn't want to be a Sith. She doesn't want that.
Wow.
But we'll
Too
find
late.
out. Right? Too late. We'll find out more. But I definitely would like to see more of Asajj, because she's a great character. I like her back and forth with Obi-Wan.
That's funny.
I like the sexual tension.
You're
like
so
their
right.
dance.
Obi-Wan does have a lot of sexual tension.
With everyone.
Look at him, like,
I know. I agree. I think it's
Like,
justifiable.
right?
I mean, look, he's
but,
right there on the wall.
like,
I mean, that is a freaking good-looking man.
Yeah, he's a handsome fellow.
and they really.
And I touched him.
And he touched me.
He did. I thought that
that
maybe we
arm
would
around
get.
my
I thought we would maybe get more handsome through osmosis because we touched him, but no, we're still the same.
You guys are so silly.
I mean, if that was the case, look, I'm being touched by you and
An angel?
Hayden, Ashley, and Rosario.
Yeah, none of it.
I mean, I should be the Prince of Arabia.
You should.
Shit like that.
The Prince of Arabia, huh?
I don't
All
know
right.
about that, but
But
Golden skin tone and
we could probably do an entire episode just on the many loves of Obi-Wan Kenobi. But he's like the intergalactic tease.
and
like
then he ended up alone.
he ended up alone in a cave on a desert planet looking at a little boy for 10 years.
He was not looking at. Don't say it like that. He was watching.
He's watching.
over-
He was watching a little boy
He
for 18 years.
He had to watch over him.
He did, and he did a fine job. But I think Obi-Wan is
Don't say it like. Don't you soil his name.
I don't mean to sully
The fuck?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. Everyone loves Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he is the perfect example of ultimate sacrifice. Like he is.
Yes.
I think of all of the Jedi that we've encountered, he is, in my opinion, the embodiment of what the Jedi should be.
Mm-hmm.
He has balance, but he also has focus. He has dedication to the Jedi Order, a frustrating dedication to the Jedi Order. And he himself has even said that, I mean, remember when Satine said, he said, all you had to do was say the word and I would have left.
Yeah.
It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart.
Yeah.
But I like that we saw that side of him, because he's not
Softer side.
the softer side of Obi-Wan, which just makes him more appealing.
Dun, dun, dun.
It just makes him more appealing. It makes him more attractive because he's,
If you hang out too much with the softer side, you get to find out about his harder side.
oh,
I'd be okay with that.
or Obi-Wan. I and the more you think about it, I feel like sometimes
He doesn't speak, but then he says something.
right, and then he
Like,
comes out of
oh.
nowhere with that. I think Obi-Wan probably has one of the most tragic stories across the Star Wars timeline.
Well,
I
again,
mean,
because of his sacrifice.
because of his level of sacrifice, the many loves that he's lost or missed the opportunity.
I think his biggest loss was Anakin.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh,
I mean, that
100%.
was that. I think that really
it
drove
broke
the stake.
him.
It
And I
did.
mean, when we see him in
He's
his
fucking-
terrible television show.
my God,
Spoiler alert.
it was so
But you
good.
see how broken he is.
Yeah.
Like, you
He's
see
so
how,
broken.
like,
And
which is
defeated.
one of the reasons that I like Luke in The Last Jedi is because you see a broken man.
Right.
You see somebody whose faith, but I don't think that. So Obi-Wan is broken, but I don't think he ever loses faith in the Force the way that Luke does in Return of the Jedi. I think that that's the difference between the two. Like Luke flat out is like, I just don't trust the Force. Like fuck the Force, basically. Whereas Obi-Wan's like all in time. Like he's broken, but he trusts that through
Yeah.
Yoda's teachings and through
Yeah.
these children that he just saw.
But he also
There is some faith in and even through his training with Luke, like through the Ghost Force or the Force Ghost, you can still see his faith. Like I have faith that you will do this. Like he never loses faith the way that Luke does.
But he even sacrificed his connection to the Force to keep Luke safe because he didn't use it because he knew that if he used it,
it would be
detected and he would be found. And that was the right choice. But, then when we do finally see him having a need to use it, it's hard. I mean, he was
rusty, man. He's fucking
rusty.
old.
And like you said, he was broken. But it's funny. Someone showed a meme of that, and it's because I think when we on the Obi-Wan TV series, that's like Luke's like 10 years old, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
I think something like that.
Yeah, it's 10.
Is it 10?
Yeah.
Ish.
Wait, Luke?
Luke, yeah. Because he's a little boy at that point. He's not a baby anymore. He's still
yeah, but
he's a little
Did I
boy.
see
maybe
this?
like
8 or 10.
What show are you talking? What are you talking about?
Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Kenobi series.
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
No, I haven't seen it.
I loved it. Louis hated it.
Oh.
He thought it was terrible.
There's one episode that's great, and that's
He usually isn't.
It was so good. It was so good because we do see Obi-Wan as this broken man.
Oh, I haven't seen it, so that'll be a good watch.
It'll be a good watch.
Okay.
But someone posted a meme of Ewan McGregor from the Kenobi series and then Alec Guinness from A New Hope. And it's like, goddamn, 8 years on Tatooine. aged the man from Ewan to Alec Guinness. Like, ouch. Get some moisturizer, son. I mean, it's like those twin sons are fucking you up.
Yeah, so Luke and Leia are approximately 10 years old during the events of Obi-Wan.
Okay. Although Leia looked like she was 6.
Oh, wait.
little Leia.
I did watch it.
With the little, she has the little droid.
Oh, my God, I did
Leia
watch it.
Is,
She
was cute as
his
pop.
best friend, but they don't remember each other 10 years later. It's terrible.
Hit her little Lola droid.
Maybe
Wait a minute. What do you mean he doesn't remember? They don't remember each other.
I think
10
he
years
remembers her, but she doesn't remember him.
Who, Leia?
He's talking about when the movie starts, she doesn't know who the fuck he is.
Right.
She knows who Obi-Wan is.
And they hung out. Oh, she does because she asked for his help.
She asked for him by name. General Kenobi. You once served my father during the Clone Wars.
Yes,
She's
you once
not
served
like-
my father, not you came and saved me once when I was a little girl.
Well, but why would she
Do you
mention
remember
that?
me?
Right. I mean, it's an official transmission. She is a
Which is
diplomat.
fine.
She
I'm
is
totally cool with that.
okay.
The only thing that I mean, I guess you could explain Obi-Wan not having a reaction because he didn't want Leia to know.
He didn't want Luke to know.
But he didn't want Luke to know about
Right.
Leia.
He was holding that secret since until Return of the Jedi.
But in Empire Strikes Back,
Yeah.
when Luke leaves Dagobah to go to Cloud City,
Yeah.
and Obi-Wan is talking to Yoda,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan says, "That boy was our last hope." And Yoda says, "No, there is another."
He knew.
I mean,
Yoda knew, but Obi-Wan
course.
didn't.
Of
But
course he did. He
Obi-Wan
had
didn't.
to.
Obi-Wan didn't.
he
But
knew.
he's the one that took her to her fucking new
Right.
dad.
So here's how.
But in the movie,
So okay. So
he didn't know shit.
so here's how we can explain that.
Maybe
Here's
they were
how we
all
can-
forced.
First of all, he's a Force ghost. I mean, he
Mind
probably
tricked.
already had a little bit of Force dementia going on. But no.
Force dimension.
Because he knew when he's thinking Obi-Wan is a warrior. He's a soldier.
How long is this?
Right? How long is what's supposed to be the show?
Yeah.
I don't know, like an hour?
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we're at like 53 minutes right now. Should we start wrapping up?
No, I'm just.
Yeah, let's start talking. Let's stop talking about spoiler stuff. Let's
talking
save
about-
all that. I feel like we're
We're not
future-
going to remember this though.
Well, I don't know.
But so I'm going to finish and then we'll wrap.
course.
I'm going to
Oh,
finish
please
this
finish. Of
because
course.
because
I don't want you to not finish.
because
That
otherwise I'll
wouldn't
go
be very
insane.
fair
Yeah, don't.
to you.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
finish.
you gotta let you.
You got to let me finish.
Otherwise, that's just cruel.
And then it just builds up,
Yeah.
and then I get nerd blue balls. So nerd balls as a warrior, as a warrior monk, basically, he knew that Luke was being trained. So he was like, that boy is our last hope because he's being trained in the Force to fight. And Yoda's like, there is another, because Obi-Wan wasn't thinking that Leia is going to go off and fight. She's a diplomat. She's a senator. She's a politician. What is, and even Obi-Wan has always been distrustful of politicians. We've seen him, you can't trust a politician. She's just a politician. He didn't like politicians, and that probably had a lot to do with Satine. Her being a politician breaking his heart. So I think that the only thing that could be said about Obi-Wan is with R2. The droid said that he belongs to you. He's like, I don't ever seem to remember owning a droid. He didn't own R2, but he knew that motherfucker. He knew R2. But again, it could have been, let me pretend like I don't know, because Luke can't know about any of this. So I don't know.
If you're trying to keep him from that so that you can focus on training him without those distractions, because you start telling him the truth, you tell him the whole story.
Right.
That's going to F with his light side.
It's like, my dad's Darth Vader. What?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then now you're
So
going
have
down
to
a
keep
road.
all of that.
I don't know. That's That's really pulling at strings there.
I mean,
what you're saying.
But it makes sense.
Sure.
But yes, I
sure,
agree.
but we're really pulling it.
You're not wrong.
The only reason I say that is because, again, we talked about this before about C-3PO and R2-D2. When Luke gets them, he wipes C-3PO.
Yeah.
Wipes him, cleans him, puts him in his little bath, but not R2. He just puts
R2 never gets a memory wipe.
Bolt, but he didn't get the bolt. He didn't get a memory wipe.
No, but it was the restraining bolt from the Jawas. He had to pop that off.
Oh yeah, he had to pop that off.
Yeah,
He might have assumed that the Jawas had already done it.
Yeah. I don't know. Did Luke give him? Did C-3PO get a memory wipe from Luke? I know he got a bath. He got an oil bath. But see, also C-3PO is always confused too. He was like, "I've been in many battles, I think." It's like, motherfucker, you were just in a battle like 10 minutes ago.
But that's what I'm saying. I think they keep wiping him. And then obviously when he gets torn apart all the time, he's fucking always getting wiped. Like, it's always wiped.
He's the smartest dummy in the world.
Yeah.
He is. But R2's he's my favorite.
Maybe I need to rescind what I said about the most tragic stories.
And Mace had to eat his motherfucking words.
3PO is the most tragic story. And Mace did have to eat his fucking words.
He ate his words. Because why are you fucking talking about his droid?
And he admitted it, though.
He did.
He did.
But I was like, shut the fuck up. He just beat fucking monsters for your ass.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Carrying boxes like...
Outsmarted Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Aura Singh.
Yeah.
And some other dumb bounty hunter that we don't know the name of.
That's right, too.
And Bosk was back at the ship, so I mean, he was cool. He lives to fight another day. But that other dude, that other dog face, Jojo the dog face boy, yeah, he ate shit. All right, so that is going to wrap it up. I'm very excited about season 3. I think we're going to have a good time with it. So what's going to happen next is we are going to watch episodes 1 through 4. We invite you to do the same. That is your homework. And so how's this going to work with our reactions? We'll probably put some clips of our reactions out there amongst the internet. But if you want to watch the full length and girth of our episodes, you got to head over to patreon.com/Circle of Nerds, because that's where the full episodes of our reactions are going to be posted. So do please check that out. And now time for the pimping. Please check us out on all social media at the SWS Show, and be sure to subscribe to the podcast and our YouTube channel. If you'd like some merch, we're wearing some of the merch today. Yes.
Oh, wait.
Merch.
I got to turn around.
Everyone except Daddy Louie for the premiere of our brand new season. Look at
Got a sticker on his hat.
he has a sticker, but it's not the new merch. Look at everybody's like, Sherry's got her brand new hoodie hood on. There we go. Nice. Your ass is huge. We've got T to the Oni rocking the SafeSpace shirt. I'm rocking our Swarzy Curious, and Daddy Louie's also here.
We have. He could have put something on.
Yeah, I brought extra T-shirts for us to wear. So
and why didn't you give it to him before?
Because he's giving us our home, so I guess he's exempt. That's fine.
That's
sorry to have some shirts on.
All right, so episodes 1 through 4, season 3, watch them, please, and of course, catch up on our past episodes if you like. And for extra credit, be sure to tell your friends and your enemies to give us a listen.
Good or bad.
Good or bad.
Yep.
And that's it. Anybody have anything else on our way out?
No.
Let's see if I push the right button. All right, that's it. So as always, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. I think I would like to also shout out our veterans. So thank you to all of our veterans. Some of us are veterans, but thank you for your service and your sacrifice and everything that you do to help keep us and our nation safe from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Especially those domestic ones. Please do something about those guys. So that's going to do it for us. And as always, remember, if no one does anything nice for you, do something nice to yourself. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.